Why do I say rainbow? Wow, has different colors coming together to reveal it. How many people study physics here? You did physics at a time, right? There is something called electromagnetic spectrum. Have you heard about it? And there is an experiment performed on white light. White light is triangular prism and split into 7 different colors. Meaning, when you see white light, there are 7 colors inside. But it appears as a whole. But if you split it inside, you see red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet inside it. So the concept is that you are an idea, but diverse talents and abilities were designed to come together and push out that idea. This is the basis of uniqueness. What makes you unique? What makes you unique is the fact that you have diverse abilities coming together to form a picture of you. So when you look at somebody like Banky W, he's a politician. He's also a what? He's also a pastor too. And what? Inside one, can you see somebody exploring? That's what a lot of people don't have. A lot of people don't have the capacity to explore what they have. Right? So what comes to you naturally, because God did not want to stress you, that you now say, no, there is something close to you. What do you love doing? Once you itemize that thing you love doing, those are your hobbies. It can be, I love traveling. Very nice. I have a friend. What she does now is that she loves traveling. So anytime she wants to travel, she will just do flyer. Dubai 2023. Hey, it's going to be fun. There will be this. There will be that. 100K. Guess what? People are paying water. Exploring the fact that she loves traveling. Something she loves doing naturally. Traveling. I just want to go and flex. How can I make money with this? You that you love food. It's a talent. My God. I'm not saying he loves food. I know he's into food. You don't love food. Okay. You've been fasting all the days of your life. If you love food, move closer to people that are doing restaurant. It might be that after they finish cooking the food, you will be the tester. Oh, you don't know there are people that do that. Somebody show you that. Now you love eating and it is profiting you. When you are going, you collect money again. It's how you can think. You don't have to think. Yes, because this is not you. It is not you. There are diverse value inside of you. You don't have to exploit. What can I do with this? So once you understand the value that you have, it now remains another thing. The next thing I want to talk about is, I said W equals to V times what? Times N. Times what again? So let me go ahead and tell you about this. There was a story about I heard, right? That story is in the Bible about Jesus and Peter. He said, "Follow me, I will make you fishers of me." When I read Bible, I see business today, right? So it means that the same way. Don't forget, now you have a value. You recognize the value that you have. Now you want to start monetizing it. It means that the same fish is the same way we catch what? I will make you fishers of the same way you are catching fish. Now you will be catching men. So if I want to catch men, I want to catch fish. The same Say same. The same. So how will I catch fish? Right? Because if I can really understand how to catch fish, I can catch the men that will patronize me. Because you will not eat your product. Even if you are able to gather a product. You know, there are some people who've written books. They say, how many books have you written?
I've written like 20 books now.
About if you reach their house, that book, it did you. They never said, Baba, they no say. Selling itself, if you can't sell, you can't be rich. I'm sorry. This madam can sell anything. You have a business. You have a business. You have a business. Not really. Okay. Are you getting something? So you have to be able to sell. So how will I catch fish? To catch a fish, you need 3-4 things. 1, you need a bait. 2, you need a hook. 3, you need a basket. What I'm about to tell you is, I didn't go on Facebook to go or I mean Google. No. Right? This one is mine. Right? I got the inspiration from God. The Holy Spirit gave me the inspiration. And that's what I'm using. So, I must have a bait. If there is no bait, no fish. Don't think you just go to the fish with stick. I can have piggy, my roaming. Oh Lord, let there be fish. Even the fishes will be laughing. I thought I thought they were smart. Okay, this guy thought he would use stick to catch us. It's bait. Use bait. So the first thing is, I must have a bait for a certain kind of people called fish. So who are my fish? Who are your people? Take for example that now you are into events. For example, you love event stuff, right? Maybe as an event host or something, or you just like people organizing things, right? For people like that, you just realize that somehow you just have this, you just always want this to be orderly, right? You enter the room is scattered. Oh, let's just scatter your rabbi. You don't like it. Mama, you can for me more. Ma wo yara ma scatter. She le Tony. One le to. They are not seeing what you. It is a discomfort to you. Them, that's not their concern. Right? If you don't remember anything, remember this. There is something that every other person doesn't really take serious like that. But to you, it is serious. How do I know this? There was a guy called Moses. Diverse people have been seeing Israelites being battered, beaten. Yeah. I'm not sure. No one logic come. We must in Lene. Oh my God! My God! What? But somebody came. He became restless. He said, no. This should not continue like this. He became so serious. Baba, he killed somebody on top of that matter. There is something every other person is looking away from that you cannot take your eyes from it. They are raping people. What rape again? Hey? Oh, mo. Or some other people. Rape. Let's go to the place. So, that's when you should start paying attention to yourself. What other people are overlooking, but you are not overlooking it. You just wàhálà yìí ti pọ̀ jù ó ti dé àti màgbé tó bá ti dé náà ni. Ẹ má bínú ẹ ṣáà jẹ́ ká ṣe. Pay attention to such things. It means you have peculiarity in those areas. Are you getting it? Right? So, I'm talking about fish. So, who are my people? For example, you are into events, for example. Who are my people? Who are my fish? What are their pains? I love to call it WWW. Wishes, wants, and worries. What are their wishes? What are their wants? What are their worries? What causes worry in people, in the mind of people that have events? By doing that, you are trying to know your people. You are trying to look at where it is paining them. Why? Because how many of you have had a wound somewhere in the body, and then somebody mistakenly maybe step on that wound? Anytime, never forget this, anytime you touch people where it is paining them, they will give you attention. Every time you touch people where it is paining them, thank you. Anytime you touch people where it is paining them, they will give you attention. All right, let's wrap this up. They will give you attention. So where are my people? What are their wishes? What are their wants? What are their worries? That's the first thing. The second thing is, where are they? Right? To catch a fish, I must know that it's a fish I want to catch. That's number one. So which kind of fish? I'm not catching a whale. If I'm catching a whale, definitely I will not go with a bait scale. So if you bait catch a whale, right? That kind, they don't play. That kind of fish, you don't use baits to catch it. That's why you must know the kind of people that the problem you can solve can help. Who are the people that this thing will help? Right? And you listen to their cry. What are the things that is paining them? Somebody that is into babbing. What are the things that makes people? What are the things that pains people when it comes to babbing? Someone like me, for like 3 months or 2 months, I didn't barb my hair. Why? I can't just sit down for 30 minutes, 1 hour. It's like stress to me. I was asking a barber, I said, don't you have anything for someone like me? He was just looking at me. I mean, you are not thinking. You are not thinking. People have problems. A shoemaker, people have problems with shoe. Some people, any shoe they buy after 2-3 months, they have problem. How to buy a good shoe and keep the quality for 1 year. Do a webinar, see whether people will not come. How to make sure that your hair is in a very good condition, even if you don't have money to take care of it. You see people. So people just have to think. Are you getting something from this? All right. So who are my people? Where are they? Once I know my people, I know where they are. The next thing is to carry a bait. The bait is a product or a service that can help that problem they have. Right? Something that can help, that can solve that problem that they have, such that once they see it, they'll say, I need to. How to say bye-bye to 2K, urgent 2K for life as a student, even if you are broke right now. Right? I'm giving you headlines, right, in content, because in selling, if you don't have content, you are joking now. Yeah, content, you have to learn content writing, copywriting. How to write copies, because you need to have headlines. Headlines can catch people very fast. Those are headlines, right? And in writing headlines, you can use number 8 reasons why 8 reasons why most ladies always have a breakup after 6 months of relationship. You think they will not buy? She will just say, the brain will just think, Shola, immediately, ma lójú 3 months lọ. Ṣẹ́gun, ma lójú 4 months lọ. O jẹ́ away. Paraventure, your solution. Are you getting what I'm saying? Right. So the end there is number of people. So the value you have, you must be able to provide it for a large number of people. Bill Gates had a software that is almost in every home in the world. Microsoft. The number of people your value can solve determines the amount that enters the pocket. Are you getting what I'm saying? So you must have a bait. Once you recognize the kind of people you have been designed to help, you recognize that www, their wishes, their wants, and their worries. Right? You understand their wishes, their wants, and their worries, and then you understand where they are. You bring your bait to them. And something fantastic about bait is that bait must be affordable. Somebody say affordable. In fact, if you can do it for free, do it for free. Nice to see you. If you can do it for free, do it for free. Baits are always attractive. If the solution you are carrying to go and give them as a product or service is not attractive, you are joking now. You don't have a bait. If it is not compelling enough to make people take action, you don't have a bait. Because some people just say, Emma, I said, better no, sir. I said, we did this one first. And it's not excellent. There is nothing. You just say, please, sir. Rasa, alone. 2,000, sir. Koba 15 naira. Some people are not selling because they don't have confidence in the product. Right? And they don't have confidence in the product because they've not served it as a bait in excellent format to a level whereby they have testimonials. Right? Oh, in crypto, somebody just told me in church. They said, I have I'm $20-something. I said, don't worry, come. Oh no, I don't want to say this. So that people will not be thinking crypto is money lovely. Right? But in about 3 months, that $20 has become 80-something. Right? The chat is on my phone. I can show you the chat. It's about $80-something. And I have a group on Telegram. I did it for her for free. I just screenshotted the chat. I did the chat intentionally because that's the testimony. Somebody came to meet me, $20-something. Now I have $80-something. I just screenshotted it. I posted it on my group. You can remain the way you are or transform your life with as low as $20. Even if what you have is $20. Guess what? People chat me up. To join my group is $500. If I give you discount, I give you 250, 200. Right? I just did a slash yesterday. I said $100 before 12 noon, 12 midnight. Guess what? They pay. Psychology. There's no time. I will have teach you about selling because that's where the issue really is. You don't know how to sell. Selling is psychology. Is here. You need to understand how people think. Are you guys what I'm saying? Right? Let me talk about the last thing. Oh, perception. After you have value. Oh God. I have so many things. All right, let me just talk about it. Right? Perception. How people see you has been affecting you since. You just go to a restaurant every time. What people see about you, there's nothing inspiring. There's nothing. They will take you like you're a joker now. Branding, because in presenting your bait, you are already building a brand. You must make people the meaning you have about that thing. That meaning must enter people. So you must start presenting it in a way that the meaning of your brand, of your product, your service, the solution you offer, enters people. That's where you have a brand. When people, you can leave that place and people still, the meaning you represent remains in the heart of people. Right? Oh God. How many minutes do I have? Can you give me 5 minutes? All right, just give me 5 minutes. Let me just trash this. Right? So I don't want to jump. So you have a bait, which is your value. You carry it to the place where your fishes are. Have you gotten that? So let's say you are into events and then you did a webinar. How to have a successful event where everybody gets food. No, food is always a problem in events. How to have a successful event where nobody complains about food. You are solving a problem because some people, the only thing that gave them, that made them feel depressed after the meeting was that all the event they be having, we are not organizing that kind of event. They will come. It's online. They will watch. See, one of the skills you must learn in this day and age is how to appear before a video and talk. If you can't talk, I'm sorry for you. Sincerely, how will you do it? How will you say what you have? You can't talk. Some people, when they stand before camera, even their name, they can't remember. They say, my name is people think it's easy to stand before camera. Come and stand before it. Right? Even me, I've been using camera for a long time. When the first time, because I'm with Unilever, I do their motivational session. The first time I was on radio, my hands were shaking. They said, far now. Well, yes, sir, yes, sir. My hands were, because I realized that this is not easy. Because I've been talking to people, they've been seeing me. Now I'm talking to people, they are not seeing me. I'm not seeing anybody. God, how will I do this? So you have to be able to stand before a video and explain the value you carry to people. Are you getting this? In a way that is not, you won't bamboozle them with English. In simple words, explain how what you have can help me. Finish. Once you are able to do that, okay, let me just give you an example of me so that I'll explain it. So I started doing webinar. Yes, I did a webinar, 7 reasons why people lose in crypto and how to avoid them. Are you seeing this? Right? So in presenting your stuffs, you must learn how to counter the objections people have. Because there are objections. Somebody will say, I heard that somebody lost, me I cannot, I heard that you have to negate that. Are you getting it? All right, so I did that. I posted a flyer. People started signing up. Right? I said you need a bait. After a bait, you need a what? A hook. What will the hook do? The hook will pull the fish to you. So you use the bait, and after the bait, there must be a hook that will hook the person to you. So what do? I created a system, right, online, whereby people can register. After they register, I already have a basket. Telegram group waiting. Telegram group is my basket. That is where the fishes will enter. Right? From the webinar, people that signed up, as they signed up, I'm collecting their email. I'm hooking them to me already. As I'm collecting their email, they are not going anywhere. There is basket. As you are finishing, you are entering my Telegram group. Right? I call those people resonance residents. Right? I resonated with their pain. They feel, oh, this is cool. Let me join. Right? So they enter what I'm doing. Those are my first catch. Are you getting this? It is from those people you will now start getting people that will take responsibility. Because after you offer them your bait, they love it. Wow, it's helping them. You are getting testimonial. You are sharing with other people. This person has now, he came to me without knowing how to cook food. Now, me, Oladimeji, he knows how to cook food. Wow. In 3 months, he has sold over $3,000. Yay! Right? You're putting testimonials. From there, people will start talking about you. There is this guy, Oladimeji. That guy, he loves to do so. He even has Instagram. He has, tell him, say, I'll check him out. Some people will start taking responsibility of referring you. From there, you will have what is called responsibility resident. So I have 2 groups. I have the group for people that came to join what I'm doing for free. And from there, I get people who are paying. Because from the bait, you must have a hook. From the hook, they must enter basket. From the basket, you will now start selling. Are you getting this? And then You finish them with perception. Somebody say finish them with perception. Everything about you, let it start showing improvement. You look for top 10 people in your state that are into this and they are doing it very well. You connect with them. When you connect with them, you just, as you are talking with them, you say, please, can I get a... You just say, Oladimeji go in. You get, what is happening? Perception. Some of them that will not come and pay you before, they say, because perception builds trust. And people will not buy from you until they know, like, and what? Period. From there, they say again, just imagine that Barack Obama just did like this. He say, this is Oladimeji, my guy. Patronize him. That day, your website will jam with orders. Perception. You look for somebody that is traveling in that area and go on. Right? Even Jesus did it. The people that was known, the person that was known was John. All he needed was John to just say, hey, follow this guy, period. John said, me baptize you. No. He said, Oga, now you people sabi o. They don't know me o. He said, stop fighting to the soul now. Don't worry, just do it. Make them don't know me. If Jesus did that, Oga, you have to increase perception. Which training can you go for? There are training I paid for this year simply for perception's sake. I just want to appear with this person, period. I just want to appear, that's all. Let this person just, I don't want to come close to this person. Are you getting what I'm saying? Right? Say I will sell relentlessly. Say whether you like it or not. The way I will package my bait, you will not have a choice than to buy it. When you buy it, you will enter my basket. I will serve you value for the rest of your life. All right, can you put your hands together for yourselves? There is a lot to say, but time will not permit.
Come on, can you give Mr. Abayowa a round of applause? You can do better, you can do better. Let's rise to our feet and celebrate our speaker, please. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. My talent is asking for money, sir. So, photographer, please. He said you should look for. You can have your seat, please. You said you should look for somebody that is doing. Come and snap us, please. I want to connect with. Thank you. Thank you. Please, sir. Can we just face so that they can know that my. Please, sir. Me, hug me, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Can we give him a round of applause again? All right. Up next, before we go to the next thing on our agenda, I would like to give a quick recap on some of the things our speaker said. Oh, thank you so much. Whatever you are not given, you must find it. And one of the things that struck me, or one of the things that stuck out to me, was the fact that there is nobody that is without value. There is nobody that is. So I came up with a catchphrase for this event. There are 3 phrases I would like you to say consistently. I'll keep reminding you. So you say, I am unique, I am gifted, I am valuable. Come on, can you say it like you mean it? I am unique, I am gifted, and I am valuable. Can you give yourself a round of applause? And quickly, I would like every one of us to celebrate our online audience. We have people joining us from several places in Nigeria, Lagos, Ekiti, and I think Ibadan. So you are welcome to the Talent Discovery Summit. Can we celebrate them one more time, please? You are welcome to the Talent Discovery Summit. We have not forgotten you, and we know we are saying a big thank you for sticking with us till now. Let me do quickly 2 more things, and then I leave here for the next session. Who is bearing Simeon here? All right, I know him. He's my departmental president. So anything I do, I can do it. Can you, sir, with all due respect, tell us one or two things you learned from this wonderful presentation?
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Oh, we are still in the morning. Good morning, everyone. So, very quickly, right from where you started from, and I think you've mentioned it too, there's a value inside you. And it is only until you understand that fact that you'll be able to maximize that value. And he said, we are not a thought, we are collection of thoughts, which makes an idea. And one major thing that I took note of, because I am somebody that does a lot of things, and I'm even kind of worried that which one is your talent, young boy. So now he said, there's an idea that you have, and you can explore that thing. So that has actually given me the motivation just to continue doing a lot of.
Can we give Mr. Simeon a round of applause? Will you move to the front seat? Can we celebrate Mr. Simeon one more time? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Up next, we are going to have all right. Up next, we are going to have a spoken word presentation from Temiloluwa Johnson, and you can write your questions down after the spoken words presentation. There would be a question and answer session. So Mr. Abayowa has said many things, right? And you know that, okay, this thing he said, I need more explanation and the like. You can write down your questions, pass them to the ushers so that it can be more organized when we are asking the questions. And if you also want to, if you are bold enough to stand to ask, register with the ushers too, or when it's time, please prepare. Write down your questions so you don't forget. And lastly, if you have a talent you'd like to showcase, I'll be at the back, just one or two people. If you're a singist, you don't know if you are a comedian, right? You can sign up with me at the back. Thank you so much. Right about now, can we welcome our spoken word artist, Temiloluwa Johnson.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. I want to be sure you can hear me. Can you hear me? So, thank you so much for that amazing session, Mr. Abayowa. Yes, and so I'm going to show you guys an idea that I represent using one of my talents and one of my abilities to show you that I'm a very, very good student, yeah? So I know you are wondering, what does this person want to come and do? Just calm down and listen to me. So I'd like to introduce myself this way. I've got so many roles from the crown of my head to my soles. I am not random. Watch out for my fandom. I have a purpose that no one, absolutely no one, shall oppose the greatness of being me. I am Temiloluwa Johnson. And this piece is titled The Battle Cry. So we thought we were as we thought was far. But we never knew that the Most High was only beckoning on us to come near. So we set our gaze such that we weren't fazed or afraid, because we understand that the one who calls us higher is the one with all the power. So we took a step in faith, believing with high hopes that we, his saints, are marching on in triumph over hell's gates. So our steps are larger because our commander is bigger, is better, is greater, is wiser. Our enemies are nothing because our God is everything. He is Jehovah, the one that is over all. So from coast to coast, from every nation and tribe, we all came under one oath, sponsored by the most divine, that we shall tame mountains, industries, and systems, all for one function, following one instruction, that he would be lifted higher and higher to draw others nearer and nearer to him, Jesus. So we're ready. With the helmet of salvation, the belt of truth, the breastplate of righteousness, the shoes with readiness to spread the gospel of peace, the sword of the Spirit, we stand at attention. We never tarry, always ready to carry the Lord's quarry. We are the Lord's army. So stand in formation as we form a new nation and pursue his propagation, the kingdom of creation, fashioned for a total annihilation of the devil and his machinations. So allow me create an injunction at this juncture. The clarion call blazes. To any, regardless of their faces, you are invited, recruited, about to get initiated into this new generation to have dominion. So come, let's form a union and prepare our ammunition. So when I make a call, you shout, arise. Ground fighters, air soldiers, marine warriors, snipers, ready your missiles. Arise, your time has come.
Can do better. I want to do my spoken word. Why are you laughing? All right, thank you so much, Temiloluwa Johnson. Before we go into the question and answer session, can everybody please rise up? We have, yes, please, let's rise up. We're going to shake up the atmosphere a little bit. I want to dance. Yes. Mayowa, please come. Don't let me disgrace myself here. Come and help me. So we are going to dance for the next 2 minutes. Anything he does, just do after him. Right? I'm going, don't worry. What do you say?
Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you one of the best
Oh yeah, we're
choirs in
waiting
the
for
city
you.
of Lagos, Nigeria.
Why you dancing? You are shy. Oh God, dance,
Come on
Jerry. We can't hear you. Yes. So, simple, of course. Shake your body. Shake your body. Stop. Yes.
Nípa ìgbàgbọ́ nínú Jésù. Say what? Ṣebí bàbá mi lónìlẹ̀ o. Let's go. Kí máa yọ fanda, 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 kí máa yọ fanda. Are you ready for step two? Are you ready for step two? 1, 2, 3, let's go, say.
Ìdèmí ti já, ṣẹ̀kẹ̀ṣẹ̀kẹ̀ ti bọ̀, ọ̀run ti ṣí, ire mi wọlé dé, mo ti lálùyọ, mi lórí skyscraper, mo ti wà lókè, ọ̀nà gẹ̀rẹ̀, wá bá mi lókè.
I can dance too.
I'm seated in his glory. If you look, you will see
Okay.
Because the first thing I bring. Oh, Baba.
Lady, what? I can hear you. Say what?
Thank you so much. Can we give ourselves a round of applause? We can have our seats. Thank you. Questions now. Ushers, can we get 2 chairs on stage quickly. I have the privilege to ask the questions. So can we get two chairs on stage quickly? Just one here and one here. Don't take it to the back. Yes, just here like this. Exactly. And one. Don't let it be too fast so that when they snap us, we'll be together. I need to blow. Thank you. God bless. Please, can we welcome once again Mr. Abayowa Bolajuko? Wait, how do you people still pass your exam? Yes! You can do better. Celebrate yourself. Okay, while he's working on that, let's just continue. What is the difference between a skill and a talent?
All right. So the person that did spoken word, where is the person? All right. So the talent is the ability to combine those words together in the head, right? Creation has to come after creation. That's the talent. Not everybody can do that. That's the talent, right? Talent is like wisdom, right? Knowing how to do something. Now, the ability, I'll get to skill. Ability is being able to speak because she's expressing it vocally. Some other people can express it in books, right? You see people writing poems. They love to write it. Some of them can't say it, right? You get what I'm saying? So that's ability, right? So that's the speaking ability. Now, the difference between your talent, ability, and skill is that talent and ability, a skill is an improved talent and ability. So what you ought to do is to turn your talent into skill by refining it. So a skill is a refined talent, ability, or idea.
Can we give him a round of applause for that? Thank you so much, sir. So the fact that you have a talent doesn't mean you should relent, right?
You can have a talent and not have a skill. And people don't buy talent. Right? People buy talent that has gone through refinement and is now packaged to solve a problem. That's what people buy. People don't buy gifts. People buy products. Are you getting what I'm saying? So if all you have is just a gift, nobody can buy a gift from you. You just have a talent. No, nobody can buy that until you package it into something that somebody can drop value for to receive it.
So it means our talent should be packaged.
Exactly.
The fact that we can speak, because the only thing I know how to do, like I shared with them, they know my secret already, is speaking. All right. The second question is, what's the balance between working for money and working for passion? You know, we have this popular saying that passion, no, they get. So what's the balance?
All right, passion, no, they pay.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, just like I said when I started, it's not as if passion doesn't pay. It just takes process. Right? That's why you now need to explore your gift. You explore your gift because you see that passion that you have is something you might have been even doing for free for a lot of people because you just love doing it. Right? So it takes a process of time for you to build a brand to a level whereby people can start paying you. Right? So what you need to do is while you are doing that, make sure so that you don't go hungry. Make sure there is something else you are doing by the side. Right? So in the morning, you sow your seed. In the evening, don't withhold your hand. That's the logic.
So I can be a 9-to-5er by day and maybe what talent? I'm improving on my music skills.
Exactly. So you now resign from the 9 to 5
when you blow.
When that one can pay you.
When you blow.
You get.
Thank you so much. Speaking
and sorry. Let me say this, right? There is something called passive income. I don't know whether you guys have heard about it. Oh. I don't even know what to say. Right? You must build passive income. Passive income means something that can put money in your pocket without collecting time from you. Are you getting it? Right? You must have something, some form of investment, right? If it's real estate, if it's that you can do by the side, right? I have about 5 of them. Things that you can do by the side that whether you are there or you are not there, can bring you money, right? This is what makes people become financially free, because once you are really, really financially free, fulfilling your passion will be a very difficult task for you. Are you getting what I'm saying? All right.
Okay, we have one essay here.
Essay.
All right. Thank you very much, sir, for that session. I am a food coach and a nutrition influencer, and I teach people about food and what they eat for free. I have a lot of testimonials and feedbacks from people, but I am yet to monetize it. I am confused on how to go forward from here. Also, sir, you didn't complete the wealth creation. W equals to, yes, so these two questions. How can she monetize? Yes, food coach and nutrition influencer. Please, I would like you to be my friend. See me after the event. God bless you. And then how you completing your wealth.
All right. So the food equation, the food nutrition is. I will have loved if I can see the person actually.
She's shy. Oh, can we give her a round?
We don't need to. So
If you do your job well, you can collect money from him before you leave here.
So it pains me to see that people get malnourished and they are working too much and they don't get the energy they need.
Yeah.
So what I decided to do was to start teaching people how to eat right, how you can balance school time with food that you can make easily within the short time, stuff like that. What you are supposed to eat, what you are not supposed to eat. When you want to do exam, this is what you are supposed to eat, and this, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Please give me your number.
Now, somebody say I'm your fish there. In other words, I'm your target audience. Right? How many of you need what she? Can you see them? Can you see them? If you organize something, if you organize something, and it's 500 naira, and it's, a bait has to be very attractive. If you organize something, and you can even do have you done a webinar before? Maybe like a webinar. Okay, so those are some of the issues. So the value that you have now, you can have it and not have any money. So what you do is organize something, right? How to, maybe this exam. Are you not writing exam now? About to write exam. It's even a good time for your, yes. How to make sure you so and so very well during exam without stress. Right? You organize it. 30 minutes, 1 hour. Your point. You do your point. You can even do a slide. Right? Now, as you are doing that, you go and create a WhatsApp group. So anybody that sign up for your stuff, they come and they enter your basket. Those ones that enter your basket, you now look for a way to collect money from their hand. Because some of them might need somebody that can even cook for them. Some of them will say, I actually need somebody. I don't think I have time. You need somebody? No problem. Then you come and meet Oladimeji. Somebody wants to. Are you getting what I'm saying? It's business for him. It's business for you. Are you getting what I'm saying? Right? So you need to find a way. See, all of them, they don't know you. Can you see? All of them are surprised. So you can't have somebody that can. You can't have something that can help somebody and you hide it and people don't know. That's why I say when you. That's why I say when you enter here, you. Right? If you have something that can help people and you don't know, you know what God call you? He call you wicked. He say, who is this wicked and lazy? Or lenye? Point blank. Or lenyesa? Yeah. So you have to become relentless about it and make sure. If I were you, I will create a WhatsApp group here now before I leave here, and then anybody that wants to sign up, they will sign up. Everybody will come and join the webinar on WhatsApp. No, they will not come and meet you. That's another thing. Don't forget the fish. If you want to catch fish, does the fish come to you? You go to the.
So before the end of the event, there'll be a time for networking again. We had it before, but we will do it again just so that you can exchange cards, exchange numbers. Please make sure you maximize the opportunity. If you don't, yes, the work.
Okay, so W is wealth equals to V is value, right? And then N is number of people that your value can reach. In other words, you become wealthy when you have a value that you can use to serve a number of people. So your wealth increases based on your hand. If you have something you are selling 1,000 naira and you can only reach 10 people, that's 10,000. If you are able to reach 1,000 people, are you getting that? All right. And then the next thing is yes, that's coefficient of perception. That's why I talked about perception, meaning how people see you. You even increase your hand based on how people see you, right? If Oladimeji now goes and meet what do they call this guy? There's this president of the United States, the very first one, Trump. Yes, and you're having a discussion with Trump. Maybe you're as he's speaking stuff. You're just asking him a question. You post it on WhatsApp. People that have not contacted you in years, they say, Oladimeji pẹ̀lẹ́ o ọmọ tọ́jọ́ mẹ́ta mo kàn ní kí n kí ẹ náà ni. What will happen? Your hand will skyrocket, right? Because people are now seeing improvement in you. So what you do with perception is that I want people to see me as someone that is improving always. So the places I go, the people I relate with, some of your friends, they are Snapchat, we are here. They know no value, right? So you step up your own game with perception.
Thank you.
And then the T is time. Obviously, everything happens through process of time.
Thank you so much. Before I answer this, I want to ask, how do you draw the balance between, trying to build a positive brand image perception and this fake it you make it? There are people that, let me give a kind of background. There are people that do name dropping. So, because I know Mafumi now, just please, photographer, if I stand to go near Mafumi, make sure you capture that. So, and I go towards Mafumi and I'm like, Mafumi, and I'm talking exactly what I'm doing now, and then take the picture, put on my WhatsApp, even if she doesn't know me, but just for the camera now. Thank you so much, man. And then put on my WhatsApp. Oh, me and Mafumi in a conversation about helping street kids for the year 2050. So basically, how do we draw the balance? Because many people just do those things, and
Okay, so I didn't have time to talk about personal positioning, right? Because when it comes to personal positioning, that is where you deal with self-esteem issues, because it's actually a self-esteem issue. Trying to form some self-esteem issue. It's totally, it's a self-esteem issue. It's totally different from recognizing the value that you have and trying to project it, right? So I don't like the word fake it till you make it, right? I would have said show progress, right? Have a line of progress. Let people just see that you are progressing in the brand that you are promoting, right? Not that you don't have anything to offer and you went to buy Balenciaga
and snap picture.
Value Odega. Balenciaga. Right? So I believe the difference is that you must understand the value that you have yourself and have the mindset of excellence, which is the mindset of improvement. Progress over perfection. Forget about perfection. There is nothing
Thank
about
you.
there is nothing called perfection. Progress.
Thank you so much, sir. Can we give him a round of applause again? So this question, how do I advertise my business if I don't know how to socialize?
Well, in this age, day and age, you have to socialize.
Sir, the answer you just tell the person they play.
Right. What you need to do is to learn. To learn. Some people they don't know how to socialize really. So what you do is that influence happens by contact. Influence happens by contact. If you have somebody that sneezes, right? The word flu is the word influenza in Italian language, right? Which is just flu. How does that work? It works by contact. Somebody sneezes, you shake the person, before you know, you start sneezing. Influence works by contact. So what do? Look for people that knows how to socialize well. Be in their gathering, before you know it, start rolling like that.
Thank you so much, sir. I help busy people, millennials and Gen Z save time about thinking. I help busy people, millennial and Gen Z to save the time thinking about buying food stuff and to buy the pain of stocking the kitchen. What strategies can you advise that would help me attract my target audience more?
Wait, buying food.
Yes.
People that are doing food these days,
There are plenty. I think it's Isaac. You know, grace attract grace.
Right. So read the question again. I have food. What?
Okay, so basically the main point is, what ideas can I use to attract my target audience and make my offer more compelling?
What does she do exactly?
She says she helps people buy food stuff,
Buy food stuff.
and save time about thinking about.
Okay. So all right. So for that kind of thing, if you help people to buy food stuff, then your target audience are people who don't know, who have issues with getting food stuff. So you see, you can't do without conversation. Selling is conversation, right? I'll strike a conversation with you. How are you doing? I'm fine. Right. So let me give you this strategy. That person. Let me give this person this strategy. So if I am you, what I will start doing is every single day, I will make sure I talk to nothing less than 5 people, 5 students. And in my conversation, how are you doing? Fine. Okay. Oh, why are you right? Don't jump right. You get food stuff now. You direct. You see, the person asking question determines the direction of the conversation. While meeting you, I know we will end up talking about food, but I will not start with food. Oladimeji, how are you? I love your shirt. Take for example, is somebody you don't know before. How are you, sir? My name is Bola Joko. Isaac. I have a friend called Isaac. We school together. No. I'm not lying. What I'm doing is called mutual connection. I'm looking for something that we have in common, right? So there is a guy in secondary school. I know you smile. What do? You're a chef. So if I need food now, you can. How do you get food stuff? What? Around. I have my first question. Now, because he's a chef, right? Now, somebody that is not a chef. I need somebody that is not a chef. It was fast because he was a chef. Right? Somebody that is not a chef. Somebody just come. Biano. Osisogi Nebeo. Who came from Enugu here? How are you? My name is Oladimeji. How are you? Which student? Where? Where exactly? Are you schooling me? Yes, sir. What level? What? You want your cheeks? You did chop go. Can you see my conversation? I'm gradually taking it to food. So I'm already selling to her. She doesn't know, right? Because when you are selling, the person must not know you are selling. And when people know you want to sell to them, everybody they avoid them. Now. You want to collect for me for you buy me. So I have to sell to her without. So that day I can end that conversation there without talking about food even. But what I will do is I will establish a relationship, right? So there is something called adverbial, is it adverbial phrase or something where which what, how. Those are questions you ask to sustain conversation. Because some people talking, they can't. What's your name? My name is Oladimeji. Okay. Okay, see you later. Your money is in people's pocket. So you establish a relationship, right? Next time I can just check our WhatsApp. They will, this lady. I reply our WhatsApp. How are you doing? It's been a while, right? You gradually take the conversation to food. The other day I saw that your cheek is very big. What's your best food? What's your best food?
Yeah.
Eh? You don't have a best food? No, just say it. When last did you eat Germany? Like a week ago. Where do you buy your food? Yoruba Road. Wow, that was stressful. It would be nice actually if you have somebody that can do that for you. But will you like it? That somebody does everything to buy food stuff. Would you like it? You like it now that somebody is doing the stress for you, buying food stuff. Have you? And the person is me. Now, yes. If you need to get 10 people, talk to somebody. Right? That MTN they do them now. Is it every message that enter your phone from MTN you open? But some people open it. So if they want to get 10,000 people, they will if they want to get 1,000, they will times it times 10 or times 100. They will now send to that kind of people.
Yes, sir.
Right? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You know what? Let me say this. Jesus fed how many people? When it was time to send people out, how many he sent? How many is it? 70. So some people will even tell you expect 1% to respond to you. Right? But that 1% can give you the whole world.
Thank you so much, sir.
One of the things I'm enjoying about the conversation is the live application. So we are not just hearing principles, W because is also showing us how we can actually apply them. So please kindly take notes. Don't just laugh away everything. Please, those that are asking questions, there's somebody in the audience that wants to ask a question. Can you? Who is the person? Okay, 2 people. Who was the first person? Okay, we are coming to you. Please make it as brief as possible. Oh.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, my name is Precious. First of all, I would like to thank you for that session. That was a whole lot of information on that short. But you made emphasis on a certain principle. You said big basket perception. Right, so my question is, do I need to have a certain perception before bringing it? Because if someone is introducing a food brand to me, you can't introduce a food brand to me and look normal. Yeah. You understand? So do I need a certain? It's truth.
Yeah.
I need a certain perception before I introduce the thing? So that's actually.
Oh wow, that's fantastic. All right. So, there are some people they are selling skincare products and their whole face is full of pimples. So those people, you ask them, Madam, you don't use this product. This product, it don't work for you. So it's called looking the part. You have to look the part, right? You can't tell me that you are into food and you are Abba, right? So that's why I talked about. That's where perception comes in, right? Because okay, I said I wasn't chance to talk about personal positioning. Personal positioning, what you do there is that you must present yourself in a way that those people must believe you can solve the problem. Because if I don't know that you can solve the problem, if you don't look like somebody that can solve the problem, that's why you see people. If I want to go and talk to somebody that is a millionaire now about a business idea, I can't go with Uber now at the place. Let me tell you this. There was somebody that lost a contract. They've sealed the deal with the man, everything. So he went out. He was going, and the billionaire was going out. And then he saw him say, "What are you doing here?" He said, "Oh, I'm just waiting for a cab." He lost the job now. Yes, you don't want to look hungry. Yes, you don't want to look like you are hungry, right? A lady went for an interview and she went with a Camry. She lost the job. Camry, wow. Yes, now you look. For example, you want to work with Tesla. Based on this, you coordinate yourself based on the target audience, right? So if you are into what they call it, photography and all of that, the professional photographers have a way they dress. You have to go and be dressing like that, right? I'm a coach. I study coaches, top coaches in the world. How do they make their background? Guess what? I had to go and spend money, right? You don't want to appear. You have to believe that you can. Because once they ask, if you say you're a nutritionist, the person already has a picture of how a nutritionist looks like. So if you don't look like it, their brain will separate you. Right? Their brain, they will just be laughing with you, say, let me collect your number. Oh, my number, you want my number? Collect. But inside their mind, they know, go back with me.
Thank you.
You have to look the part.
Thank you so much, sir. What comes to mind when he says that is this quote that says you are not successful till you are number one in your field. And imagine I come to tell you that I run a gym or
sir, no.
Gym instructor.
No. Oh my God. Okay, so the next question is what is the balance between, I think you've answered this, but in 30 seconds, what is the balance between talent, skill, and competence, and how much of an advantage is talent when competition is tough? 30 seconds.
When the competition is tough, you follow your lane of uniqueness. Yeah, there is a zone where nobody can compete with you, right? I wrote a book, How to Profit from Your Zone of No Competition. Right? There is a place where nobody competes with you. That's the realm of God. God designed you like himself. Nobody is like God. Nobody is like you too. So you have to find that. But it takes a lot of process for you to understand what makes you but when there's competition, just enter, right? If there is a fight, what does the eagle do? He will just carry the snake and come and fly now. Right? So your zone of competition is the zone you use to thrive when you see that it's competition. Don't compete. Just stay on your own lane. That's all.
Isaac used to say that the sky is large enough for everybody to fly. He says that to me a lot. So thank you so much, sir. This is another essay, but I'll try to summarize it. What if you discover your talent, then you take a step, but along the line, people you are working with don't want you to move to the top. You are not a priority to them. Like for example, as an artist, you work with various singers, but they are not ready to help you, and you feel tired, relented. How can you overcome this? And how can you get to the top?
All right. So one of the reasons I studied a parable called Parable of the Sower. Some of the seed did not grow, not because they are not potent enough to grow. It was the same seed, right? What destroyed some of them was the environment they find themselves, right? So some people will not become wealthy. They will never become great in life. Why? Because they don't know how to say no to a wrong environment. So you move away because there is an environment for. If there is weed, what do? You weed away if you can't weed away, you relocate yourself. Right? There are some people that with what they carry, they can't produce it in Nigeria.
Like me.
Right? Sincerely, there are some people, if you don't travel out, you can't fulfill destiny. Why? Because the environment here is toxic for your kind of seed. Not everybody.
Not all of you are like me. let's take another question from Nofisa. Please help me pass the mic to her. Please, briefly.
Good afternoon. It's been an impressive section with you. Thank you so much, sir. You partially answered my question just now, or not fully. My question is based on enabling environment, the kind of environment you find yourself. For example, now some of us here, students, probably first year, third year, or fourth year. So, talking about your talent as well, you want to probably work on your talent, network, promote yourself, sell yourself, and all of that. So it is not gonna be easy as a first year student to want to leave your parent house because of course they pay your school fees and all of that, but probably with your aunt. So it will not be easy for you to say you want to move from the environment and go to an enabling environment, or you have a set of friends who have been supportive in a way. How can you, because at times that can lead to frustration and you just want to give up. So how can you handle such moments of frustration?
Wow, that's brilliant. So, in such cases, I've been in that kind of case before anyway. In such cases, what you do is that you create a safe place for yourself. Right? You create a safe place for yourself. The most important thing is that you must have a safe place. How do you create a safe place? You must have times where you can be alone, right? I didn't say a time where you are lonely. Yeah, because some people, once they separate themselves from people, I did daddy, you are lying. My daddy was alive. No, right? So you don't want. I'm not saying become lonely. You have a safe place where you can be alone and listen to things that can help your mind, right? Because what you need in that kind of environment is much more positivity than the negativity you are getting, till you can get out at least. Right? So you must create a system around yourself. Like for someone like me, one of my personal development goals is that every day is that if I'm not reading a book, I'm listening to an audio, right? For someone like that, maybe you should listen to about 3 audios a day, right? Because just one word, right? It has been proven that it takes 10 positive words to negate one negative. Somebody says something negative at you, or you say something negative from your mouth, you need to say it 10 times to yourself. Your heart must hear it and rehear it to cancel one negative. Right? So you have to surround yourself with a lot of positivity.
How do we survive in like Nigeria where everybody is literally saying negative stuff? Oriye Buruni, you know, and the likes. You can't even go through. For example, some of us grew up in homes where, you know, probably due to the understanding of our parents, we do something wrong and they are like, that kind of thing. How do we like? Because let me, because of time, let me allow you answer.
Okay, so it's just pretty the same. You have to create a safe place for yourself. Now, there are other people that are also looking for safe places, like you. So what do? You connect with like minds, right? Whether online or offline, right? You want to have people around you that are, giving you some level of ginger, right? People that are also, if you don't have any friends, come and meet Isaac. If you don't have ginger in your life, ginger will be initiated.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I just wanted to get the part of online. Your environment is not just limited to where you are, physically. Connect with people online, read books, connect with, like-minded people. And we'll take just 4 more questions and then we'll call this session. We'll wrap up with this session rather. So you said we should align ourselves with the problem that calls our names. What of someone like me with multiple things that call on my name? How can I be effective?
All right. So you have to be able to separate the idea you represent from your talent and ability. Right? So if you want to eat now, and you want to eat rice, and then they put tomatoes, they put a pepper. What do you really want to eat? Is it the pepper you want to eat? Eh? It's rice now. Rice is the idea people really want to eat. That's what will fill their stomach. Every other thing is just to. So you need to separate what is the idea I represent really. For someone like her, that she's a spoken word artist, she needs to think about my spoken words. What kind of issues do they address more? When she starts thinking in that pattern, she's already thinking about the ideas and solutions that she can solve. Now, that is different from her speaking talent. This speaking talent can turn to something else. Right? She can become a radio host with the speaking talent. That's not the idea she represents. Are you getting what I'm saying? Right? So I discovered that a lot of people mix the idea they represent together with talents and abilities. Somebody asked me a question. She said, I can sing very well. And it was obvious I saw her. She said, I also have passion for agriculture. She said, what should I? What makes you unique is that being able to sing is a talent. What you now do is you look for a problem in agricultural space and you sing about it. That's what makes you unique. Because there are some other people that can sing and their own passion is real estate. There are some other people that can sing and their own, what they sing about is child abuse. Are you getting this? So you separate the idea you represent from your talents and abilities. Don't let go of the idea. Keep building the idea, but your talents and abilities can play with different things for you to make money. Are you getting it?
Okay. Also to add to that, I saw a video of the United Nations, and they hosted a Nigerian Afrobeat singer. Let me just say his name. His name is Burna Boy. Now they hosted him, and I was like, what is the correlation between the LA Tonkori and the United Nations? Then I got to find out that they awarded him for, I don't know, but apparently he sings about Africa and Nigeria a lot. So they awarded him for activism. So if you are probably singing about your agriculture, maybe Food Association of the World award you. Do you get? So next question. Fictional writing is not appreciated in this part of the world. What advice do you have for writers climbing to greater height?
Writer?
Yes.
I know of a writer now that makes sometimes $3,000 per month, sometimes $2,000. There was a month she made about $5,000 writing resume.
Wow.
How many of you know Upwork? Do you know people are cashing out big time on Upwork? Writers, right? So what you do is that you refine that gift to a level whereby somebody in UK can ask for it. If only people in Ilorin edakun ba ko TV edakun omo mi be se kini edakun go kan ba se okay ẹ mo wa Kasim so di 40 sí 12 ni go lo oga. You're not ready for global. And the world has become a global village. You can be here in Ilorin and cash out big time. Improve yourself. Make sure somebody in Argentina, you can solve that person's problem. They won't pay you in Naira. I hope you know. If I don't be taking in Naira again. Right? Think of solving problems for somebody that can pay you in foreign currency. Right? If they give you $100, that's 75,000. If you are able to do that for 10 people, that's $1,000. That's 750,000. You know the kind of people they do to see 750,000. If you hear the salary of people in Ilorin, you will marvel. 30,000, and I'm thinking 30,000, right? Because they can't refine it and serve it to a global audience.
Thank you so much, sir. So I'm trying to sieve between the questions, like to get the ones that are most important, but all of them are very important. So please, I'd like to prove your indulgence to address all the questions, but sir, maybe we'll just make the response shorter. All right. Are we good? Okay, we should not answer. Okay, let's go, sir. Are we good? Thank you. All right. How can you recognize
that something in particular is a talent? I think you've mentioned addressed this, but
if it's one I've answered, you can.
yeah. How do you know whether you should monetize the talent or just focus on something else? Most people, it's not always their talents that fits them.
All right. So anytime you think about your talent, think of yourself as a treasure, right? And if you discover how God designed treasures to be, is that you discover the treasure like gold. All of them are found in the ground, and then you refine them. And after refine them, what do? You discover it, you refine it. After you refine it, what do? You sell it now. The same thing. That's why your body was also made from the ground. It's to tell you something. The ground is always used to cover something of resources, of a treasure. All of God's treasure, where are they? Inside the ground now. Your body, it also the ground is always covering things. So inside you, earthen vessels, treasure, earthen vessels. Should make sense to you. Treasure, earthen vessels, right? So what do? You discover it, you refine it, you monetize it, right? You trade with it, you do business with it. So there is nothing like I have a talent that can't produce money. No, you have to think.
Thank you. Package your solution in a product.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for this amazing program. I'm so passionate about pregnancy, labor, birth, babies. If I was not opportunity to study a medical related course, how do you think I can make something out of it? Because it really interests me a lot and nothing else matters to me.
Fantastic. Go for a training along that line, right? Go for a training along that line. Look for a mentor and move on from there.
So this question, I like the fact that it's addressing mentorship.
Amazingly, I studied geology. You don't hear anything geology from anything I don't talk to.
No, sir.
Right? There is nothing geological about me right now.
I am someone that is very passionate about women involvement in leadership, especially politics. But I find connecting with mentors in this field, and thank God you just spoke about mentors. What do you advise I do? So let's generalize it, not just for people, not just for this person, but people that find it hard.
Take it easy.
I am someone that is very passionate about women's involvement in leadership, especially in the political sector.
Oh, okay.
But I find it difficult connecting with mentors in this field.
Oh, wow.
What do you advise I do?
Okay, so what I would advise you do is to have some form of based way of connecting, right? So take for example, I have a mentor. His name is Damiolo Atoyinwo. How do I meet him? His trainings are costly. I wanted to meet him because I knew that my next level is with him. Yeah, I see what he's doing. I want to do something like that. So I was looking for a way to connect with him. So I saw that he was invited to Badagry, Lagos. So I left Ilorin 2016. Yeah, 2016. I left Ilorin in 2016, and I went to Badagry. When I got to Badagry, I just went for a training, right? Because I want to meet him. When I got there, I had been following him all along, right? On my tab, I had his videos, right? I wasn't going to play. I can't leave here to Badagry and go and play there, right? So fortunately, the person that was even doing the program knows me. So when the person saw me, he said, invited me to the front. So there were about 2 seats in between us. So I was just praying, Father, help me. I've taken my own step by coming here. I want to connect with this person. So fortunately for me, they called the person beside me to come and stay, to come and speak. I said, thank God. I moved my seat small. It was remaining one person. After a while, they called this person too. Thank God. So I was now beside him. I moved to the other seat. I was now beside him. So there is a popular phrase usually used in his videos: a generation is rising. What does all this thing tell you? It tells you that this person are following this person to the letter, right? Because following that person to the letter is value. If anybody tells you, Isaac, I've been following you for 2 years now, and the person has proofs, you will feel humbled. So following somebody is value. So you're already giving the person a value already. So I just said a generation is rising, and then he looked at me. I said, I don't come here hopefully for my mind. I said, I've been following you since. I brought out my tab. I said, see all your videos. He said, wow. He called his PA. He said, take a selfie with me with this guy. Can you see? After then, you know what I did? All the books he bought that day, I bought everything. Guess what happened? I brought him to Ilorin. Why? He was able to come because it was like, who is this guy? Till today, he still spoke about how I connected with him. So when you want to connect with mentors, you must come with the mindset of value. They must see value in you, right? Nobody wants to carry what they have to heaven. They are always looking for who to pour into, but they are always looking for talogban.
Can we? Thank you.
I'm tempted to speak, but he said we should not be boundary.
Thanks for the session, sir. I really appreciate this personally. I am someone that at times I think I don't have talent, but deep inside me, I know I have.
What's your problem?
But I have a lot of administrative duties in school that eat up my time, but I can't ignore them because I think I have passion for leading, organizing, being in control, serving humanity, etc. Can I call this a talent? And how can I grow it if it is one? Please, what exactly can I do to package my solution to
yeah,
problem?
it's a talent. It's a talent, right? So what you need to do is you need to improve. You need to always ask yourself, what is the next level of what I'm doing right now? Right? When I met Isaac and we're having a conversation, I told him something. I told him about excellence. When people feel excellence is dressing nice, looking too no. Excellent mindset is a mindset of improvement. What is the next thing I can do? You don't need to see. I think I saw Vusi was talking about that. You just need to, what's the next thing I can do to improve this thing? Right? Okay, I've been wearing good clothes, but I don't used to iron them. What's the next thing? Let me start ironing it. Okay, I don't used to polish my shoe before. What's the next thing? Start polishing it. Are you getting it? What's the next thing? So you go for trainings that will improve you, and then you grow to a level whereby you are able to have a bait. If you don't have a bait, you are not ready to get people to buy your product and service.
Thank you so much once again. Okay, this question says, how do I manage and comprehend the talent without getting overwhelmed? I have lots of unrelated talent. So you know there are people that have related, like I can sing and I'm also a writer, so definitely I'll write the songs, I'll sing, that kind of thing. But how do I manage unrelated talent? I can play football, but I can cook. Like, how do I?
Now, any talent you have is related. It is your job to find the connection, right? Because people that play football, don't they eat? Are you getting it? So it is not, don't term it as unrelated. Find the connection.
Thank you, sir. This one. How do I get more clients as a content creator?
To get more clients as a content creator, make sure you improve yourself and make sure that you do adverts, right? A lot of people are not really big on adverts. I don't know why. Do Facebook adverts, Instagram. And once you are good with something, advertise it. Let people know like crazy, right?
How do you know what your purpose is in life? I don't know what my future ambition is or what the future holds. I feel it's too late already.
All right, that last phrase is too late already. It is not too late, right? No, that too late. Knock it off. It's not too late. Discovering your purpose and all. Well, that's the whole topic on its own. All right. So the purpose. Your purpose is. Let me simply define. Your purpose is the reason why you came here. Now, the reason why you came here is to solve a problem as an idea. So when you start understanding the idea you represent, you start understanding your purpose. Right? What people call my passion, it has to do with an idea solving problems for people. That is where your purpose is. Right? So when you understand the idea you represent, you are in line with your purpose already.
And your talent is the equipping to fulfill
Exactly.
your purpose.
Talent and abilities are like the gun. The idea you represent is the bullet.
Thank you, sir. This is the last one. Hallelujah.
I have joy keeping people's money and I have a thrift contribution too. Is this a talent? And being a financial analyst, does it go in line with this?
Do you know there are some people that don't know how to keep money? Knowing how to keep money is talent, right? So there's a lady, she's doing a job. Oh, that was when I knew there is a grace called the Ajoitic grace. Yes, because she's so good, and I'm always wondering how are you able to do all this hard job thing, right? So it's a talent actually, and it can help a lot of people. You can help people save their money, right? But you must have integrity. Very important.
Can we give Mr. Abayowa Bolajoko a round of applause? Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Ushers, please, can you help us with the stage,
the papers, and please, another usher should come and help us with the stage.
If this program has been a blessing so far, can you make some noise? Thank you for staying till this time. We'll be done in a bit, but we have 3 more things to do, and then we would call it a day, right? So quickly we'll go on a 5-minute break. The purpose of this break is to network. What did I say? What did I say? Where's that lady, the food nutritionist? We need to see, right? So please make sure you maximize the time. Don't just sit down, you know, like a big girl, a big guy. Reach out to people. Your next customer might just be next, you know, your neighbor, or maybe you don't know your future partner. Yes, I'm about to say hallelujah right now, but you know, I'll keep it to myself. So please, while the networking session is on, we'll just have music, and we would convene back in 5 minutes. Please, 5 minutes. Thank you so much. Thank you.
But my joy in you will last forever, and I wanna look way beyond what my eyes can see. My reason for rejoicing, the one I give my When I was young, my father told me, son, you are no one if you don't have Jesus, yeah. For a boy so young, I face so many impossibilities. Yeah. You see, now I'm older, I have come to realize that it ain't no fun if I don't have Jesus, yeah. For a man so grown, I still face the same impossibility. Oh, it's so hard to live a life for you, but I'm willing to be broken. To be broken, yes, I've come too far to turn around, and I know you won't let go. It's 'cause you're working on me. I trust you. My world is in your hands. That's why I trust you, God. Yeah. Oh, my world is in your hands. That's why I trust you, God. Oh, yeah. My world is in your hands. That's why I trust you, God. Oh, yes, I do. No one else but you. My world is in your hands. That's why I trust you, God. I trust you. I trust you. That's why I trust you, God. That's why I trust you, God. Everybody needs something, something to believe in. Everybody is hoping for a better day. My hope is in Yahweh, Yahweh forever. He never sleeps or slumber. That's why I call him intentional God, oh, unconditional God, oh. You're not a man, you never lie. I'm the apple of your eye, most glorious God, oh, all-powerful King, oh. My world is in your hands. That's why I trust you, God. I trust you. I trust you. Oh, my world is in your hands. That's why I trust you, God. I trust I trust you. My world is in your hands. That's why I trust you, God.
It's been a journey. I'm forever humbled by your mercy. If joy cometh in the morning, I'm up early. I face times when my closest people hurt me. I've been learning we ain't perfect and it's only you that's worthy. So, Lord, give me peace, 'cause you're all I need in this lifetime. Strength when I'm weak, I gotta trust when I'm lonely in the nighttime. So, fly away, that's how you free the angels to protect me from the pain. It helps me build my faith, I can fight another day, 'cause the savior of the universe will always make a way. What a place to be, in the midst of the struggle, with still miracles I see. Every little detail an orchestrated piece of your puzzle. For those who love you, that's why I trust you, God. I trust you. My world is in your hands. That's why I trust you, God. I trust you. Oh, my world is in your hands. That's why I trust you, God. I trust you. Oh, my world is in your hands. That's why I trust you, God. I trust you. Oh, yes, I do. No one else but my word is in your hands. That's why I trust you, God. I trust you. I trust you. That's why I trust you, God. That's why I trust you, God. I've been searching far and wide for love that could only be found in you. Perfect always is your unfailing love. It's all in you, my Jesus. Oh, never changing, never failing. Oh, yeah. Your love is all around, around, you'll never let me go.
I'm again over so, yeah, you won't capture my soul. I'm again over so, make you one more.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's settle down. We'll continue the networking after the event. Let's settle down, please.
I'm on duty, but I'm on low-key. They want do me, they want do me.
Let's settle down, please.
When you won't want me, when you won't want me, I'm in San Francisco, Jammy. When you won't want me, when you won't want me, I just flew in from Miami. I'm loose, even better. She says you like my tune. She said me and never seen like you.
Let's settle down, please. Let's settle down, please. This is always the issue. let's settle down. We have to round up the event, right?
When you want me, when you want me, I'm in San Francisco, Jammy. When you want me,
let's settle down, let's settle down, let's settle down. Hello, lady in beach.
I give myself away.
Fumi is a development professional with over 17 years experience in non-profit management and leadership.
I give myself away.
Fumi is a development professional with over 17 years experience in non-profit management and leadership, particularly in the administration and implementation of child education, child rights advocacy, and promoting sustainable development in low-income, marginalized, and refugee communities. Fumi, the Executive Director and founder of Home and Street Kids Welfare Initiative, HSKI, and proprietress of the Oasis Academy, TOSA, a non-conventional school for the children in street situations operating from Ilori, Kwara State. HSKI is a social enterprise Fumi established in her first year at the university based on a burning passion to turn craving ants to creative minds by providing quality education and dignified source of livelihood to the street community. She is the president of Rebuilders Network International, a platform with the vision to wake the sons and daughters of God to the realization of their divine appointment and guide them into the realization of it. She is also the coordinator of the Joseph Tribe, a branch of HSKI with the vision to teach and assure challenged teenagers of the love of God. Help them grow their faith in God and love towards their neighbors. Guide them into the discovery of their divine appointment and honoring God with their lives. With a background in guidance and counseling from the University of Ibadan, Fumi is an alumna of Daystar Leadership Academy, DLA. And also a graduate of Social Sector Management at the Enterprise Development Center, Pan Atlantic University. She firmly believes that Africa is not a continent of problems, but a continent full of projects waiting to be realized. Is not
on the street. If we leave them, it's a matter of time. They find themselves in the prison. And here in Ilorin, we have two of such. We have one in Gomo, and there's another one at Okoyeri. And these guys are victims of our society. The songs we celebrate, all the, what's the name of this guy? All the,
no, Burna Boy. Zazu, Naira Marley, exactly. So they only practicalize the song. You dance to it, that's why you're still here.
But they put
action behind it.
And they found
themselves in the prison, wearing a clothes with number. You understand? I told them society failed them because they're just kids. And that is what we do. So, in all this, aside that, there's another part of the work that I do. It's called the Rebuilders. According to Isaiah chapter 61, verse 4, when Jesus was talking in verse 1 that the Spirit of the Lord God is upon me to, what is it? To preach the gospel and all of that. The verse 4 says, and they will rebuild desolate places. Meaning after salvation, there's a responsibility over your life. All these ones that everybody wants to be HODs, everybody wants to be, pastors and all of that. There are platforms outside waiting for us. I remember when I was in school, I was vice president in my year 2, Winners Campus Fellowship, a fellowship like maybe 300. And in my three going to 4, they removed me from being vice president and put me in to head the unit I was heading in my 100. So it was like a demotion. But that was God trying to teach me that, you know, when you are vice president, you know now, you have PA. When sisters cook, they bring it to your room. That FEC, they make you forget that you have magic number. You know, because they'll be calling you mama, mama. You too, you are feeling like Mama Yedepo. You know, they remove all that from my body and I remain Fumi. You understand? And God made me understand that my identity is in what He has called me to become. It's not by the title, it's who you are. That's why leadership is not in the title. There are some people they lead from behind. And that is what Rebuilders is all about. And I'm so happy to tell you that we now have a branch of Rebuilders registered inside University of Ilorin. It is called Rebuilders Connect. Now, Rebuilders is not a workshop. It's not a place where you're taught new things. It's a place where you come to recharge your lamp so that you can shine brighter to the world. And every rebuilder is expected to belong to a fellowship. So it's not a fellowship. I call it a para-fellowship. Like we have the likes of ISEC, we have the likes of Rotaract, we have the likes of JCI. So Rebuilders is an association like that, but for the kingdom. We take order from Him, and that is it. So that is what Rebuilders Connect is all about. And by the grace of God, 29th of April, we are going to be having our maiden program. So it's going to be taking place just twice in a month, because I know you're a student. And I know for you to shine, I put something on my status last Sunday. A guy in uni learning that finished with a first class, and even a pastor in his fellowship. You don't have to be useless in every other area to have first class. It's sweeter, like Kunle Shoriyan will always tell us. When you do something fantastic and they are interviewing you on CNN, and you mention Jesus, Jesus is sweeter that way. Than to say, you know, God understands, you know the reason why I failed. God does not communicate with failure. You understand? So that is what Rebuilders is all about. It's a place where we come together and encourage ourselves, because I know there can be distraction. You know what God told you, why He put you in that Unilorin. Great people pass through this land. The likes of Bishop Oyedepo, the likes of Sam Adeyemi, the likes of Bishop Baba Deboye, even Baba Ayo Babalola, all of them have history about about Ilorin. Now it is your turn to make history. You can't come here and just leave, and it's only they eat masa, they speak far. That's the only thing you take out of Ilorin. Ilorin is a place where champions are raised. When I go to Lagos and I want to talk to someone, and I like to stand up and I'll say, my name is Fumi Shokpe, I'm from Ilorin. They go, wow, Ilorin. And so another one is say, I'm from K2. They live there. Ilorin, you came all the way, ma. All the way. So we are here all the way. And we have to make it, make sense. You understand? And before that, on the 10th of April, we are going to have an online program. I call it the boardroom, because Rebuilders is an international body, but the one for campuses is Rebuilders Connect. So this one is under Rebuilders Network International. I call it the boardroom. I remember in the book of Luke chapter 9 verse 6, when Jesus sent His disciples out to go preach, and He paired them 2 by 2, and they came back and they were giving testimonies. First time that they will cast out devils and all of that. They said, all the demons ran away and all of that. Jesus said, that's all right. Just come with me to a private place. That is the boardroom. That is the boardroom where we get refueled, because you are bigger than what is sitting on the chair. There's a call of God over your life. Thank God we read about our plan, our talent and all of that. And I love what He said. He kept on talking about the idea. The idea. I call it the appointment. You can be what's it called? Michael Jackson can know how to sing and all of that. But there's a way you place the talent in the hand of God, and He will open mighty doors to you. That is what Rebuilders is all about. We can't keep sitting and keep complaining about the darkness. We are the light. We are the light. At Remando, I have my people here. In fact, Sir Isaac, to us, he's Sir Isaac, so I don't know what you call him. He's the Vice President of Rebuilders Connect for Unilorin. He's the Vice President. You understand? He's the Vice President. That's Sir James there. He worked with us. He was with us. Amazing guy. I started this when I was in year 1 in the university, before I wrote my first exam. So I understand. And that's why my heart always goes to students. When I see students, I see myself in you. And I know some mistake I made. You shouldn't make the same mistake. You ride on it. You ride on what someone has done before. You understand? Photocopy is allowed. Do you get? Just make sure you add something to your own. You know, that kind of a thing. So I'm going to leave you with this. What's it called? The link to register for the boardroom. I will give it to Sir Isaac. So I believe he has your email address and your WhatsApp number. He will send it to you so that we won't take too much of your time. You understand? So when we get to the boardroom, we talk better. Like I mentioned, the boardroom is not only for Unilorin, but then Rebuilders Connect is for us. And I pray that one day, very soon, we will remember April 1st. Remember the programs Isaac put together, and we appreciate God for it. Thank you very much.
Come on, you can do better. You can do better. Can you say to your neighbor, you are bigger than the person on the seat? My God, when I heard that, I was like, Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Moving quickly, we'll be welcoming the second presentation from. All right, so let's welcome the second presentation from Miss Deborah, the CEO of DIA. I call her DIA Global. So let's accept it like that.
Good day, everybody. I'm super excited to be here. Thank you so much, Mr. Isaac. I'm super grateful for this privilege. And Mr. Bayowa, I'm so happy to see you. It's been years I saw you physically, and thank you so much. Mafumi, thank you for what you do for our kids, and I'm sure that, decades after, they will be grateful to God that, you're a gift to them. It's so interesting to know that kids are roaming around the street, and then somebody just pick them out and say, you have a destiny to fulfill. Oh yeah, come to this house. Thank you so much. Can we give her a round of applause? Okay, so I'm a woman after your kind, and we're in the same show. And we talk about something quite interesting as to monetizing your talents. And I think that one thing people find difficult is actually, standing to the fact that you have a value to give. So many times when you talk with people, they have fantastic ideas. Like their ideas are going to change the world. And I usually say that ideas are powerful, but not until you execute them. Because, everything that makes life easy for us was once an idea. But everyone, we talk about Thomas Edison, having the light, all of those revolutionary ideas. But it takes somebody to say, life needs to be better. Let us jump on this idea. Let us jump on this project. And the amazing thing is that they failed. Like people talked, as a young child, my future ambition was to be a pilot. And I read so much about the Wright brothers. And every now and then I remembered when the Wright brothers said they were going to, make an aeroplane. People say you must be stupid. Like, you want to make an engine that is going to fly. How are you going to do it? And I want to tell you that for every time you come up with your idea, because I know that, Mr. Abayowa has put fire in your bosom. You're about to, create that thing that is going to get the fish. And you're just going to discuss it with somebody and they will say that, that's a mess. What are you trying to do? Like, I remembered I'm a bag designer, right? And when I made my very first bag, it was a tote bag. And I remember my friend told me that it is Akwewa. And yeah, it's so interesting that years after, tote bag now is not what everybody wants to carry. Tote bag, tote bag. But I didn't let it. Of course, for a moment, I stepped back and I said, for real, can you Akwewa? Right? But, my brand is called Tia, and it's something that I've lived, and it means to be daring, intentional, yielded, and audacious. And if you're going to birth anything phenomenal in this life, you have to become Tia, right? You have to be daring enough to say that, well, it might not make sense now, but it's going to make sense. And you will be intentional enough to say that, you see, this idea I'm carrying is a global idea. I can be local, but we're going to go global. Right? And you are yielded enough to God to say that, God, I know you can make the best out of my life. Right? Just like Moses is a stammerer, and then God made the best out of his life. And then you are audacious enough. You're not like that wicked servant like Mr. Abayowa said. You're audacious enough to tell people that I have an idea that is going to solve your problem. Come and listen to me. Because many times you will feel, I tell people that I'm the 21st child of 21 children. So, every heart were against you, but thank God I made it to the world. And it takes a lot of audacity. When you come from a background that a girl child is nothing, like, it's not a profit for them. Like, we want Arole or Korini, Konsho Birin, I beg, leave a girl child to the side. But you need to be audacious to know that, tell the world that you have something phenomenal. right? And this thing has really helped me. So I'm here to tell you that you can start where you are and with what you have, but you have to become dear, because there will be oppositions along the line. When I got my idea in 2016, I was coming from the library. I was tired of Sakwa, because many times, I'll be calling my brother, to send the one. He will tell me he has sent the money. Then I'll put my ATM, in the ATM machine. After you've queued, and you say insufficient fund, and then I will burst into tears. Maybe at most, I'll just go to that mock site and go and do tankesa. But it got to a time that I had to pray to God that, Lord, I need you to give me an idea. I need you to bring me out of this poverty. Funny enough, I thought maybe one of my uncles will just remember me for good, but it was an idea. And he said, go and make bag. I didn't have it as an idea. I didn't have the skill. I started out as a as a fashion designer, but I had to start. I'm saying that to say that even when I started, all I had was that God told me to go and start bag. I didn't have a personal sewing machine. And for 2 years, I was making bag. Do you get? All I had was that, well, I have audacity to speak to people. And so there was one woman by my street, and I said, okay, apologies to people that do not understand you, I'm so sorry, I want to, borrow your machine, I'll be paying you money. And he said, no, you're like a daughter to me, come and use the machine. I want you to also associate yourself with Dia, like I'm carrying Dia. So thank you, even though the skill I had at that time could not save me, and I could relate excellently with what Mr. Bayowa was saying as to how he traveled all the way to Badagry. I remember he shared that story with me one time. I saw him. And the interesting thing is that because, improvement to go global is capital intensive. And the best investment you could ever make to yourself, the perfect investment you could ever make is to yourself. So I had to travel from Ibadan to Ilorin to go and do a stylist that they didn't get to pay me for 5 months. But even despite the fact they did not pay me, I got my skill. And guess what? The skill eventually, I now had to go for, investment rounds. And people started to invest in my business and then give me free money that you call grants. But imagine if when I got that idea, I was boxed up by her. I don't have machine yet. I don't have this yet. I'm here to tell you that you would, sometimes, some of us, we don't have the privileges. We don't have that leverage to start. But sometimes what we have is just that audacity to believe in ourselves. And say, you know what, we are going to, one word I used to say to myself is I will never allow my background to put my back to the ground. So it doesn't matter what is happening to my siblings. I know where I see myself. So I'm saying to tell you that even after, you've been, motivated by what, my big brother has said, and then you want to go all out to execute that talent, I want to tell you that oppositions will be there. But you have to become daring enough to say, you see this thing, I'm seeing it from the end, not from the beginning. Like I see what is capable of the becoming. The other day we were hearing about one of these guys that makes the amazing coffee. I can't remember now. And they started with their sweat equity. I was seeing the picture and I was like, wow. So everybody that you want to be like now, they started from somewhere. And Zig Ziglar will always say that we always need to, start for us to become great. But we might not start out great, but we need to start for us to become great. So I'm here to tell you that when you step out of this place, begin to say to yourself that, really, I want to become dear. I want to be daring enough. I want to be intentional. I want to be yielded. And I want to be audacious. And I want to say this, to wrap it all up. Because this is a mantra that I live by. That you don't want to live in regrets. Many times some people say the reason why they are not starting out an idea is because they are not bold enough. They are not enough. There's usually what if I fail? What if you succeed? But one thing I want you to know is that the very thing you are complaining about, that is what you don't have, is what another people they are using as a springboard for them to mount up high. Then there will be a time when you will now look back, that same idea you swept under the carpet, they have held it. The same opposition you have, they have used it in their own favor as springboard, and now they are now on that global scale. They are now looking behind, got any money? I would have done it. But you don't want to be in that place wherein you want to live in regret that if I had known, I would have done it. I'm super grateful that I started 2016 with nothing. But in fact, that story is what my investors in. I said, you mean you're making bag with manual machine? Oh yeah, go and buy industrial machine. For you to be able to make this kind of bag with manual machine, that means there is more to what you can do. So that opposition that you have, In fact, it's a competitive advantage for you. And for some of you that you're from amazing background, that is also a leverage for you, right? Because not everybody is going to have it tough like I had it, right? So just wrap it up. So, because I've had an experience of 8 years with beginning where I am and the power of starting with what I have, like for everything I've ever done, it was because I started with what I have. I don't always wait for the perfect time. See, is that the idea? Oh yeah, let us talk to people. Let us, leverage on whatever. So, and then I documented it and I said, because I don't want to be a wicked servant. Because I know that there are people who, by the virtue of reading my story, reading my experiences, they would be able to, do that thing that God has called them to do. And I called it becoming Dia, right? I know by now you know what Dia means. What does it mean? Very good. So becoming Dia, begin where you are, the power of starting with what you have, is a book that I just launched. And I told, just like how my amazing brother, Mr. Isaac said, so I'm happy to, give it to 5 persons. It's my investment into your future, and it's just me saying that I believe in who you are, and I believe that the world is waiting for you. Just 5%. I don't know how they... Okay. And I love that audacity, because they had the audacity to, to say, see, even before they start, using whatever thing, let me shoot my shot. So I had her and her. So 2 of them, they have it. So the 3 other people, you can, use whatever medium. Okay. So, and if you are interested, it's just on pre-order now, just for 2,500 naira. You can order the book. And one thing I can tell you is that if you read that book, I don't know how, but one thing I can tell you for sure is that generations coming ahead of you will be grateful. Because maybe I should just stop at saying this, because I started to say to myself when I was getting to a certain age. And I said that, when I was 24, I said, okay, when it is twisted backward, 42, I don't want to regret. I want to, there are legacy you can start to create at 24. You don't want to wait till 24. And the life of one of my mentors, Ubon King, made me to know that, there is so much you can do whilst you're here. So whilst I'm still alive, of course, I know the numbers of my days I will fulfill. I'm not going to die young, but whilst I'm here, I'm going to create my legacy. And that was one of the reasons why I wrote that book, that I won't wait till I'm 50 before I start telling people that they can start where they are. Even with the little experience that I've had, and so people can start. So if you're interested in getting the book, you can reach out to my phenomenal Mr. Isaac, and then he will share the link with you. Can we celebrate him?
Can you celebrate the global Dia? I don't know, but since the first day I met her, that word has just been in my mouth, the global Dia. Now I realize why. Can we give her a round of applause one more time? There's something phenomenal she said, I want you to say this to your neighbor, that as you buy Dio, say, you go still buy Dia. As you buy Dio, as you buy Louis Vuitton, you go still buy everything. Can we give her a round of applause one more time? Yeah, and before we go to the next session, brief session, I can assure you, I want you to bring out your pen and your biro. Your pen and your biro. Your pen and your notepad. English sometimes. I'm studying English, but for sure, I don't know why. So, I want you to write down these things, because I'm big on application. We've been fed with so much knowledge and information, but write down, what are the things I will start doing different from today. You don't need to answer immediately, but just write down the question. What are the things I'll start doing differently from today? What are the things I will stop doing? For example, looking down on yourself, thinking you have no value. You need to stop it. What are the things I need to do more of? Connecting with mentors. Going for events like this is an example. You need to identify them. And what are the things I need to do less of? Spending time on social media, burning time, burning data, unnecessary chatter, and the likes. So I want you to write them down. When you get home, ensure that you answer them, and they will be the action point to living your life as a better person. That would be the major point of this event. The major point of this event is not just for you to come woo, 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 and then go home, but that even in the next 3 months you are a transformed person, 6 months, and then we hear your testimony that, oh, April 1st was the day my life became transformed. Join me once again as we welcome Mr. Abayowa on stage again for his parting shot. He'll be leaving us quickly, so can we give him a round of applause?
All right, if you're still excited, can you shout, I am excited? Oh, I thought by now you'll be ginger. Shout, I am excited! All right, very quickly, 2 things. Sorry, can you lower the music? Thank you. All right, so number one is that I believe you should have a mindset of generosity. Right? It is generosity that makes people help other people. Right? If you don't give, you won't receive. One of my favorite examples is Joseph. Right? It was not his gift that started the opening of the door. It was kindness. I saw 2 guys, they were down. And he was kind enough. You share it. Right? Character is very important. One of the things I've noticed in this generation is that, oh, they are so pumped with little or no character, but they are super pumped. Kindness. What happened? Right? How can I help? How can I help you? Right? So you must, at the back of your mind, empathy must be there. Right? It is empathy that makes you move to touch somebody else. Right? You will be surprised that when you start getting really concerned about people, your life will change in a short period. Just become genuine to start helping people. Just be the one asking people, how are you? You don't need to have something. You don't need to have money. How are you doing? Right? It is from there people will start talking to you. Then you now start realizing that I have somebody that can fix this problem for this person. And from there you become somebody valuable. Right? That's one. Number 2 is that you don't do what you want to do. You do what is in your heart. Never forget this. You don't do what you want to do. You do what is in your heart. There are a lot of people that right now they are under the hold of addiction, maybe smoking, and they want to stop smoking. What they want to do is to stop, but they've not been able to stop smoking because you don't do what you want to do. You do what is in your heart, because what is controlling you, you are not seeing it with the physical eyes. It is your heart that is controlling your life. Right? So you don't say, I want to do this thing, and you do it. No. You end up doing what is in your heart. So you make sure that what you want to do is what is in your heart. If you want to become a global person, global has to be in your heart. If you want to become global but local is in your heart, no matter how you try, you will always be local. Right? So write down a figure right now. Open your book, write down a figure that you will want to hand by December 31st. Between now and December 31st, I want to make this amount of money. Write it down. You know, I was having a session with somebody and she was telling me, oh, I need, what I need right now is just a phone, right? So I will start taking pictures with this product and I will start putting it on WhatsApp. I said, what you need now is phone, Abi. Phone. He said, yes. I said, which kind of phone do you want? He said, iPhone 11. I said, no problem. All you need to do to get iPhone 11 is not to have the money for iPhone 11. Put iPhone 11 in your heart. I said, right. Oh, thank God I now have iPhone 11. I said, write that statement. I said, carry the statement and put it on your wall. You want to put it in a place where you're always seeing it. Oh, there is a part of you that is working out what is happening to you unknown to you. Your heart is determining everything happening to you since. But the thing is that you don't know how to get it into your heart. Right. So I told her to write that down. I said, put that on the wall. So she wrote it, she put it on the wall. About 2 weeks later, she called me. He said, I have the for 11. To be sincere, even me, I was shocked. I said, how? He said, somebody came to visit me and saw what I wrote on the wall and laughed and went away. He said, and came back with the iPhone 11. Your limit is not the physical eyes. Your limit is the heart. Right? As a man thinketh, it's not so it will be. It's not future. It is now. What is in your heart is who you are right now. So if you want to make 100 million, 100 million must first enter your heart. Or else it's 2K, 3K, 5K you keep receiving. Urgent. And it will even be urgent. Right? You know what I did for myself? I wrote $1 million. Right? Where I brush, there's a mirror there. I paste it on the wall. As I'm brushing, I want to be seeing $1 million. You will be shocked, some of you. If 100 million enter your account today, your body will become unstable. I'm telling you. Why? You are not used to it. Some of you will not be able to sleep for days. Do you know that just hearing some figures, your heart will begin to shake? Why? Because your heart always moves to the familiar. When anything you are not familiar with comes to you, your heart repels it. Oh my God. You can love excellence so much, but you grew up with mediocrity. Your heart has become familiar with mediocrity. Excellence becomes difficult, not because you don't want it, but what is in your heart is mediocrity. Right? So there was somebody around. How many minutes do I have? Oh, the time don't finish. I should go back. You don't want me to go. And the power is with the people. Yes. Right? So there was somebody that for about 20-something years, they grew up together in one room. They grew up together in one room. I mean, the papa, the mama, he went to school. When she go back, she returns to one room. I'm not saying room and parlor. I mean 1 bedroom room. So it means that is there who said all the suit? Oh my God. Right? So this person, when she comes back, she returns there. So it means that she's seeing bag. As she's seeing bag, she's seeing bed. Where bed is, now where should they? Now, that kind of person didn't grow up organized. If you will marry that kind of person, you must learn where is this person coming from. It's not relationship talk. Don't let us go. Right? What I'm, because I've already said people say yes. Who say yes? Oh my God. Right? But the mindset is the mindset of one room. So if this person wants to do big things, the heart must first be exposed to big things. Otherwise, she will always go for the small one. By default, she goes for the small one. They say, I big, they say, okay. By default, Why? That's what the heart has always learned. To go for the small one bedroom room. That's why exposure is not luxury. That you say today, this 5K I have, I'm going to so and so. Give me a name. I'm going to red cafe or blue cafe or yellow. I want to give myself a treat. Let my body know that this kind of area is for people like us. Are you getting what I'm saying? Because your heart is the driver. You are not the driver. Please pay attention. Your spirit, you are a spirit, but your spirit is not the driver. Your heart is the driver. You don't land to a place based on the capacity of your spirit. No, you end up in a place based on the capacity of the heart. So the heart must learn the capacity of the spirit. How are you feeling this? If you want to go to Target Junction, but driver doesn't know Target Junction, where he knows to stop is Pipeline. You will always keep trying to go to Target Junction, and it will always take you to Pipeline. And this now becomes frustration for people. Okay, why is this always happening to me? It's your heart. So you learn how to expose your heart to what you really want. If you want to be making $100,000 per day, you need to who are the people making it now? Go and search for them. You know what you're doing? Just be hearing them. If I talk further, I can try.
Come on, give it up for Mr. Bayowa. If you are doing this on your seat, you are wrong. Can we celebrate this great man that has poured so much knowledge and giving us great value this afternoon? Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. We are deeply grateful. You can have your seat. Thank you. God bless you. We are deeply grateful, and we do not take this for granted. If you live here and you've not learned anything, tell your neighbor, what is the person saying? No, nobody will face 10K here. But please ensure that I strongly believe that the replay to this, because we are streaming live on YouTube, so the replay to this whole event will be available on YouTube in no short time. Kindly ensure that you go back, revisit each session and watch. I learned a lot from Mr. Bayowa, from Mafumi to Miss Dia, and like every speaker that has crossed the question and answer session. Can we give it up for all our speakers again? All right, so we are coming close to the end of the event. Right now we'll be listening to the convener himself, the great man Akpatakwiti Olorioko. Any other Isaac is a counterfeit. Can you welcome my friend and brother Isaac? You have 5 minutes. Don't cry, you will cry. Thank you so much. 5 minutes.
I can't look up. Good evening. Okay, can we be seated? It's actually a great pleasure to have everyone over here. Ma, for me, I'm very grateful, ma. If you actually saw that video, you see my picture there. I'm a boy child advocate. We go to prison every Saturday because we believe that the more focus has been on the girl child. The boy child have been neglected. So we go there to talk to the boys every Saturday. It was a vision I had that God told me, okay, Isaac, go for this, and I was just confused. Then Mr. James Popola posted something when they said the builders breakfast at Knocktail. Then I didn't have money. But when I saw breakfast Knocktail, they said, that was last year June or thereabout. I went there with the intention of going, man, breakfast. Then when I got there, they were just saying, oh dear. We just said she's going to poster home at Gomo that would you like to follow? I said, all right. I go there. Wow. My heart connected with those boys. And ma, for me, I'm grateful, ma. Thank you, ma. Miss Dia, I'm grateful. Mr. Bola Joko, I can't appreciate Mr. Bola Joko without mentioning Fitz Emmanuel that made me know Mr. Bola Joko. I'm so grateful, sir. Thank you so much, sir. I'm grateful, sir. God bless you, sir. And sorry, our second speaker is not here. He's not feeling fine. I'm very sorry for that. And okay, we've learned a lot today. One of the things that have helped me to even organize this program is because I've listened to people who have organized programs. What we need most times are mentors. There's high probability you don't have anybody around you to mentor you. Go on YouTube. Last year for me was a time of sitting at home. I stay inside all through watching videos, like sometimes 10 hours watching videos, watching these people. Some might be saying, what are you doing with them? But I didn't know unconsciously what their thought, their mind was already coming into my mind. So one thing I would advise us, this generation, there's high probability we don't have brothers, people around to tell us, yeah, do this. For example, I'm the last born, there's nobody telling me, yeah, do this. I just felt like, no, I have to be intentional for my life. I have to be intentional. That, okay, this is my life. I have just one life to live. And I have to make use of the life very well. So, who are those that have treaded the path I want to tread? Okay, I'm looking at them every day. Okay, this person. And day by day, till now, I'm still learning. And I want us to imbibe this culture too. Don't waste your time on social media. Go on YouTube, go on LinkedIn, look for people who are the picture of your tomorrow. You have a gift. Who are those that have same gift like your own? Follow them. And somebody asked the question, was saying, I can have a talent, I don't know how to publicize it and the like. When I started business in 100 level. Just because they say, Isaac, you can cook. Okay, yeah, I can cook. Just because my mom does not like cooking, so she will go and cook. But when I got to 100 level, they say, Isaac, cook. I cook for my roommate. When my friends come around, I will just like cooking. I'll go to somebody's house, I will mix tomato and everything, I will cook it. Then I started business. Gradually. When I started, I don't know how to go and tell people I can cook. What you need sometimes, you need Aaron. You need somebody that can do your spokesman. That can tell people that, okay, I want to celebrate Ajayi Maiwa. He has been my friend for 9 years. And I remember then, so we will, praise God, sorry. So Maiwa will follow me. I'll tell Maiwa, he entered school before me because of late admission like that. And sometimes we should appreciate God that God did not give us some course. I applied for law 3 times. I'm grateful to God. God not stress me. He gave me English. Simple. So Ajama will follow me. He say, Isaac. I say, Ajama, I want to sell our food business. He say, all right, yeah, Jalo, take me. Coco. Sir, this food we can cook. My friend can cook and like. We went all around, and that was the only publicity we did. And when I was checking my custom, they've grown like just with meeting just 6 people because somebody helped me. Imagine I was saying I cannot talk, and I sat down there. I cannot talk. Up till now, me and Maiwa will go to ShopRite to know the intentionality we put into business. We'll go to ShopRite, bring sir, I'm into surprises. I'm a food vendor. We do it up till now. I can't talk. Maiwa can't talk. Do you understand? It is vice versa. There was a point Maiwa was like, Isaac, I don't know what to do. All right, okay, you are into surprises. Why don't you go for brand? And they like say I cannot go. Me, I know I cannot talk, but I pushed him. Go, you can do it. I don't have clothes. Take my go. You can do it. So we just need people to fire our flame. I will advise you, look for people that have same mind with you, that can fire that flame. You need people that will fire it out. Kilani is my wonderful friend. Everything you are saying, I don't know about this. I don't know anything. But somebody was like, it is possible. Let's push it. It is possible. Idea came March 3rd. This is April 1st. Within 3 weeks, we did publicity twice. Some helped us with publicity just 2 times. It was like, I said, is it possible? He said, Isaac, anything you can put in your heart is possible. Push it out. Morning go, push it. I got to a stage. My was saying, you risk take out. But because he has said those things, then I said, you said I can do it. That means I can do it. So let's gather. Everybody cannot be your friend. You don't need all the world. You just need one person, two people to fire it and say, no, I believe strongly in you. People that tell you no, leave them. There's some people close to me, maybe my brother. Hello? I'm just off. Yeah, put it in airplane mode. Drop. My destiny is precious because God will ask you. God will ask them. You say, Isaac, what do you do with your life? God will not say, your friend caused this and that, so you are responsible for your life. So I'm ending on this note. Please, I'm begging. Let's take our life with all seriousness. You can become that thing. This program, March 3rd. The investment is over 450,000. When I don't have Shimbai, I just said, okay, we can do it. Let's push it out. And I'm grateful to God. Please, once again, you can do that thing you really want to do. Okay, up next, like I said, I don't know the wind God is blowing me this direction. It's just for event. So I hosted Valentine with Isaac on February 14th. We talked about global, I can't even remember, how to networking, how to take our business to the next level. That was Valentine with Isaac, a meeting of like 16 to 17 people in my own room. I think they will put the picture up now. So, but Easter again, I'm having Easter with Isaac. This is a gathering of like 40 people. 40 people. The theme is making Jesus proud a lifetime. Making Jesus proud a lifetime. So I'm inviting every one of you. Please come. It's just 2,000. It's not free. Anything free. Anything free. You don't. That's Valentine with Isaac. This is my room actually. We did everything. Our moderator, Mr. Kilani Manuel. Miss Dia was actually here. It was actually fun. Then we are hosting Easter with Isaac. Please, I'm inviting you. It's just 2,000 naira ticket. I want us to follow Mr. Abayowa on Instagram. Yeah, everybody. Okay, the Bola Joko. Oh yeah, if your phone is not here, right? Wow. This I saw something now. I didn't plan for. Wow, this who is in charge? Wow. So please, Rebuilders Network. I will just message me if you want to join the club or the group. I would add you there. Mr. Kellan, don't look at me. It's my event. Let me have my time. Have my time. So join and I join and we really appreciate that. Mr. Kilani, thank you so much for helping. Mr. Christian, I'm grateful. To our amazing decorator, I say thank you. To the sound, I say thank you. To the videographer, cinematographer, Mr. Pamela is a wonderful person. I just sat with this man for, I planned to use 5 minutes and we spoke for like 2 hours straight up. He was just dishing knowledge to me. The photographer, I say thank you. And to everyone, my president, the class rep of Edu, I say thank you so much. Thank you.
Can we celebrate Isaac? Okay, thank you so much everyone for staying all through. I mean, you go to events and we have a super amazing audience. Our audience is, you go to events and people are leaving already, but can you celebrate yourself for staying through till the end? And I know it's because we've had fire back to back. So let's do something quickly. I know we made posts on Instagram earlier, but can you make a tweet about TDS 2023 using the hashtag TDS 2023 and hashtag Isaac Inspires? Yes, let's make the tweets. And then the winner for the Instagram contest, like I said, we'll be getting a free food voucher from Isaac. Isaac, I wish you give them free tickets to Easter with Isaac. Should I announce the winner? Let me check. Let me confirm because I got a name. No, don't bribe me. So we would also get another winner from Twitter, and I will sponsor that ticket. So yes, let's see Twitter. Why am I pointing as if the screen will show me? Make a tweet on Twitter using the hashtag. We'll reach out to you on your Instagram page unfailingly. But let me quickly announce the winner for My network is really bad. Someone should go through the hashtag TDS 2023 if you can find it, and just so we can leave here. I feel like that quote I said earlier, it will come to pass. As you dey buy Dio, you go see buy Dia. I'm a spoken word artist. Okay, so the winner for the Instagram contest that took a selfie is V_Oladipo. Who is that? Can you stand up so everybody can see you? So she just won. She just won. Yeah, you can have your seat. So let's check Twitter too. Let's check Twitter. If you've made your tweet, if you've made your tweet, say what you've learned. All those bars, all those lines that Mr. Bola Joko was giving us. You can make the tweet. Hashtag TDS 2023. And after this, we would go into pictures, picture rounds in the front here, and then we would call it a day. Please, can you take up the music, like increase volume a little? Network. Who is O.N. Michael? Okay, can you celebrate him? He is the winner of our Twitter challenge. Please make sure you give your feedbacks. So, has it gone? The feedback form. Has it gone? Before we leave, for those of us that are on the WhatsApp group chat or via our email addresses, please check your email. It's so bad to see that you registered for an event and we sent out emails like how many times? 3 times. And we hear people say, we get to track the people that read emails. If you are a serious-minded person and you're not checking your emails, you miss lots of opportunities. So we kept sending emails. We send emails to 150 people, 12 people.
You're gonna have people
like, wow,
that tell you to stop.
Use other means. Please check your emails. We'll put the feedback form there. You tell us what we can work on to make the next edition even better. If you are coming for the next edition, let's see your hands. All right, thank you so much. So we'll be having photo sessions first with the speakers, and then with the volunteers. After which, every other person that wants to take a picture would can join us. Once again, my name is Emmanuel Olumayowa Kilani, and I am delighted to have hosted you today. Ensure to give your neighbor a high five, and we will see at the next TDS 2024. Make some noise! So the photo sessions with the speakers first. Please, nobody should go without taking picture. Close the door. Close that door. Everybody is photogenic. Mafumi. Okay, you can join Dia. You can join the photo session. Global Dia, man. You can join it. Please, sir. Okay. Please, all volunteers, can you come out? Ushers, protocol, organizing committee, planning committee, please come out so we can take a picture.
No let cinnamon come my way. No let Tigo catch up my pay. Me I dey run my race. Anywhere my over day I dey. Anywhere good music day I dey. Anywhere the sound day.
If you are the one that sells food stuff, someone is looking for you. Please see him. See him. He's the one sitting down there. Yes, volunteers, please, you can join the photo session. Volunteers. Why are you people removing me from setting? Can I sit down? All right. Okay. Event.
Say never say it. I'll never say it.
On my leg.
My city people show me mad love, so I cannot say bye bye. Because I don't give them non-stop.